You have no idea what we've been through. No entry. Order of the Royal Counselor. But why?
Stop, you stupid lump of clay. Did you just break the press again? Yes, you broke it again with your huge, stupid hands. Breaking an oak lever is nothing for you. You can break 100 a day.
Here's your cane, Jackard.
What am I gonna do with that? Do I look like I can carry an iron cane around all day? I've been using a special ointment to soothe my leg. I'm waiting for it to kick in right now. Get it? Kick in? Ha! That piece of iron is for the press that prints the clay tablets. The old one's broken. Be a dear. Help me with the rest. You'll see the groove from the cane right away. When the work starts up again, I'll make you golems like you've never seen.
The cane is the answer. Come on, you brainless clay statue, get to work. That cane's made of iron. It won't break or bend.
Yes! Now we can finally get to work. Our warehouse is full of blank golems because we weren't producing any command tablets.
These golems are for sale, right?
Of course, whether it's for spinning an elevator wheel, printing tablets, or for war. Any purpose you can think of. I told you, you'll know the correct groove if you just look for it. That's how things work around here. You insert the cane in the right place, and we can go into full production again. Here, take this tablet from our newest batch and head over to the elevator. Lita's been complaining that her golem's tablet is almost worn out.
I must have had sap tattooed on my forehead at some point and just forgot.
There's something in it for you too, friend, and what if the elevator does break down? What are you gonna do? Run around the hills on foot? That would take much longer.
How are things, brother? Could be better. What with the war in Lorien, that blasted mob seized the port. The borders are closed now. That's bad, I imagine. The worst thing is, my wife somehow heard about that. I'm so hungry, I'd fight a...
Freshest bread in town. Don't be shy. Eat to your heart's content, friends. Come over here, Norman.
Hey! Why did he get such a big piece? I want some!
Now they're at it again. Calm down. Do you want them to keep treating us like pigs? We're still human beings. No one's taken that from us yet. Got it?
Did you see
I'll never ever
Mercia
forgive
handing
myself.
out bread?
Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm acting foolish. Everyone's grief-stricken, but I can't.
What happened to you?
Same as everyone else. Was born in the Mage Factory. We used broken golems as toys and played hide-and-seek in the mine shafts. My mother, used to read me miner's tales at bedtime. And I lost her book.
At the Mage Factory?
No, I definitely had it with me for most of the journey. I must have dropped it somewhere nearby. So worried my mother's tales will be lost forever while I wait to regain my strength here.
Did you see Mercia handing out bread? Yes. Why didn't you go get some?
Oh. I can wait. I ate a whole bowl
Oh.
of soup last time. There's even a cabbage stalk left. What about
Refugees.
I'm not that hungry.
It's like I'm fighting in a war again.
Is there something you need? I'm afraid there isn't enough stew for you and your men. I just hope it's enough for those unfortunates back at the camp.
Say, do you need help fixing your house? I don't suppose you have a weepy roof, a slouching porch, a listless chimney? There's nothing I can't tighten, replace, or patch up.
By Eliu, I would hire you, but I have no place to call my own, neither here nor anywhere else in the royal lands. I'm sorry.
There's life for you. The best artisans in Nostria are stuck here with nothing to do. Hands worth their weight in gold, and nothing to show but a rumble in their stomachs. How can the king not see this?
Why did you...
Oh.
8 years. Trolls utters 8 long years.
People were uprooted. They lost everything.
8 years I've spent fine-tuning Nostria's champion battle golems. 8 years, I say. Before Montpetrie, I used to work at the Illyrian Mage Factory. Everybody knew Master Harvey could build a golem with his eyes closed. And now I, a master craftsman, mind you, have been rejected by Jacket's crew. I'm forbidden to work with their primitive clay monstrosities. The disaster made them doubt our craftsmanship. This is indeed the time of the serpent, the hour of venom and whip.
Did you come from the capital? Finally, they've thought of us. Creator be praised. Have you brought food?
I don't have food at the moment, no. Are you in charge here?
I'm Norman, a worker from the foundry. I'm in charge here, after a fashion.
Prince Adrian sent me. He'd like to know what happened at the Mage Factory. You were there, weren't you?
What's this? Another interrogation? I'm not telling you anything. If you refuse to listen to me, you can go to hell.
I don't know who you talked to before, but tell me what you know, and I'll be on my way.
Forget it. Look at us. Just yesterday, the people I brought here were the Mage Factory's finest artisans. And now everyone's avoiding them like a contagious disease. They've been left to starve outside the city walls. There's an official decree against letting them in. There's no way to get through to you, is there, you bastards? And since we're getting nothing from you except beatings, you'll get nothing from us either.
Surely we can come to some kind of arrangement. What is it you want?
Listen, I am not a proud man, but I am troubled by this rank injustice. Help our camp. Please, talk to Mercia over there. She knows what to do, but she's having a hard time handling it all on her own. Help my people, and I'll help you. I'll tell you all I know.
What is it, Goof? Didn't you get any bread?
Right you are. I'm starved. Well, hello there. What brings you this way?
I'm investigating the Montpetrie disaster. You're a refugee, aren't you?
And what of it? I've got nothing to tell. I was away from the Mage Factory that night, on personal business. I was on my way back when I saw everyone fleeing as if from a forest fire. Well, I went with them, and I got in over my head. Now they avoid me like a two-headed leper. I should have made for Floster right away and told no one I was at Montpetrie.
I want to hear about events at the Mage Factory, not your personal regrets.
Norman's who you should talk to about this disaster of yours. He led them out, so he's the one they all listen to. The others might keep their tongues, but not that eager fool. He'll tell you everything.
Yes? How can I help?
Your guests refuse to speak to me unless I help feed the camp. Norman told me you have an idea how that can be done.
My brother has a farm over in Rickville. His name's Garrick. He's a proper farmer, hardworking and thrifty. He could help us. I can't make the journey on my own. I'm afraid to travel on the highway. There are bandits everywhere, both around here and over at the old outpost. I can see that murderous brigands don't frighten you. Give a message to my brother. That's all I ask.
It's a long journey. But when I'm next in Rickville, I surely will.
Wait. Why go so far out of your way? I have a better idea.
Tell me. It might prove useful.
On the journey here, we came to an understanding with a well-respected countryman. His name is Bludgeon. He promised to get us food some days ago. But Bludgeon has yet to send anything, despite living right at the bottom of the hill. If you could have a word with him and find out what's taking so long, I'll reward you. I'll find something, I promise.
What does that mean, Goof? Do you know who he is, at least?
Sure I do. He's a very respectable fella. The whole of Floster Road belongs to him.
That man is a...
You still don't believe me? Ask anyone. Goof is honest as the sun is bright. I'll have quite a present for you. I promise.
I'm so hungry, I'd fight a wolf for a piece of raw meat. 1 cauldron a day for the whole camp, and the women and children get it all.
That was uncalled for, brother. At least we're all alive. Mercia gave us shelter, as well as all her bread.
Greetings, Wanderer.
Greetings to you.
The bandits have gotten way too cocky. A treasure without an owner, which probably means a trap. If I'm going to risk it, I need to find a way to unlock this. There's a lantern over there. I wonder why. The stones are vibrating. Something's shifting in the ruins.
My amulet. Give it to me.
So you're the monster from the ruins, huh? I was expecting a savage ghoul. Looks like that's not happening.
I never got to grow up. Kidnapper took my brother and me. Took us away and robbed and killed us. I drove him away and hid the amulet. Now give it back!
I'm not going to give it back just yet either.
A robber. A big man. He grabbed us. Killed my brother and me. Don't believe me? Find him yourself. Ask around and see what you find. Give my amulet back. It was my mother's and it's mine now. It's so cold here. Cannot leave. Can't find him. Must have my revenge. The scoundrel will be punished.
Impressive den you got.
Where do we go next?
Damned if I know. We're out of luck no matter what.
I've heard you're a marksman among marksmen.
So?
If you're here about the Mage Factory goods, I'm afraid I can't help you. That's it. The store's closed for good. You can thank the King's sorcerers for that.
You ain't no
You
good
ain't no.
simpleton.
You want a piece of this?
I assume you're the one they call Bludgeon.
You know me, eh? Well, I know you too. 6 months ago, you were the talk of Marcella. What are you doing here?
It's about the Mage Factory refugees. You promised them help, did you not?
Out of respect for the inmates of Crucis' celebrated prison. I'll tell you what the matter is with those refugees. I've known Goof and his gang for a long time. He asked my assistance, and we made a deal. I help you, you help me. But Goof hasn't held up his end of the bargain. Therefore, I owe him nothing.
What did Goof promise you?
There's a certain document currently in the possession of Sylvain, the Elder, of the Lumberjacks village downriver. All I need doing is for someone to persuade Sylvain to give it up. Then I'll provide not only a ton of food for Goof and his refugees, but add a little spice in the form of some gold as well. Unfortunately, it seems folks these days don't appreciate the trust I place in them. Maybe someone else could handle it. What do you reckon?
Where is my weapon?
Vincent is late.
I can't wait. While you're here trading... Hey, you. Can you shoot a bow?
Who are you?
I'm Sadie. They call me Bloody for a reason.
I've heard about you before. Well, you going to cut me up now?
The guys and I, we kill people, yes. But only those who deserve it, despite what others say. Only scum of all kinds. Do you see that black spot nearby, as if something was burned? It's hardly the first village to be left looking like that. Thanks to those enlightened ones. Hardly anyone out of all the centurions, archmages, and kings know the truth. Those ghouls enchant and kidnap people. Everywhere they go to perform their dark magic rituals, they bring death. We hunt them and avenge all of the kidnapped and murdered victims. And our land. Join my squad.
I was hired by the prince. Next time, maybe.
Where do we go
You
next?
want a piece of this?
Damned if I know. We're out of luck. Oh, now there's a mark if ever I seen one.
Have
Have you seen the... Did you want something?
Ha! I thought Bonnie was...
Have you seen the way Bonnie looks at Marlena?
Ha! I thought Bonnie was gonna cut her open. How long has she been trying to get out? You ain't no village simpleton.
I'm tired of standing here in the blazing sun.
Wait! Help me! Hey! Where are you going? I'm here. Come quick. Please.
Why are you crying, old man?
I was robbed. They came from across the river. Those, what are they called? Lumberjacks, that's it. They stole my Daisy, my treasure, my only friend.
Is Daisy your daughter?
Daisy's my pig. She's a rare dappled swine. The only one of her kind in 3 days' ride.
Do you know which woodcutter kidnapped Daisy?
The fiend's name is Rochus. I'd seen him skulking around near my house this past week or so. He must have been spying on us. He's the thief. I'll pay in gold. Just bring my Daisy back to me.
Yeah, weather's been fair of late. Ah, of course anyone can knock a farmer down. No one cares.
Are you Rochus? Meller claims you stole his prized dappled swine.
Me steal a pig? Ridiculous. He sold me that swine himself. And now he's accusing me of theft? The old man's losing his gourd. You tell him from me to go kiss a dragon's rear. I stole nothing.
Leaving the old man's mental health out of it, where am I going to find his pig?
How would I know? Ulagi is that pig's keeper now. It ran away. Creator knows where it's roaming. It's not anywhere around the village, though, so... It must have crossed the river over there. We villagers stick close to home. Bludgeon's brutes are all over the place. They'd cut a man's throat for sneezing, and I have hay fever.
Are you Sylvain? Bludgeon sent me to fetch a document from you.
Why do you care? What are you, tax collector, investigator, or just Bludgeon's little houseboy?
My title is not important. I need that document.
I can see you're not gonna back down. Fine. I'll try to explain. Bludgeon once got into a quarrel with a plowman. He wanted to seize the farmer's land for himself. Over there in the upper fields. He tried to force his way in at first, but Prim intervened. The guard showed up in person and threw those bloodsuckers out.
What about the paper?
We're getting to that. Bludgeon kidnapped the farmer and forced him to sign over the land. He even found a corrupt louse of a lawman to seal the deal. But the plowman had his wits about him. At the last moment, he ripped the title from old Bludgy's hand and jumped into this river here. He had 4 arrows in his back when we found him. He was past help by then. But we took the land title and hid it. Bludgeon's not getting that title. Rather than chasing lost land deeds, he should look to controlling his appetites.
Let's talk, then.
Did Sylvain send you? I could see in your eyes that you're after that document.
Is that so?
I overheard your conversation with the head man. He's telling the truth. There's no way you could find it yourself, but I might be able to assist you in this business. For a modest fee, just ask.
Here, take your money. Now let's hear it.
Well, this document was very important to some big people, and they wouldn't leave us be. We tried to get rid of it, but we couldn't burn it, tear it, or even smudge it with a dirty fingerprint. It's enchanted for safety. Then Sylvain came up with a brilliant idea. Take a pig, tie the deed to it, and give it to the trolls.
There are trolls here?
The trolls came to the area just a couple days ago. They have a camp beyond the river, in the middle of an excavation site or something. They dug it up anyway. One night, Sylvain took a pig and left it there. I happened to be awake at the time. I saw him sneak off like a thief and then come back soaked. The pig's owner, Rochus, knows nothing about it. He just bought the animal, and whoosh, it's gone. It's totally unfair to my mind.
I agree.
So if you want the deed, look for it in that camp across the river. That's the whole story. I told you the whole tale. Although the trolls might have eaten it along with the pig, then you'd have to look.
It's suspiciously quiet here, and too barren. The only good troll is a dead troll. That Sylvain knows something about hiding a piece of paper.
And who showed those archaeologists the way? Was it Miller?
Give us jobs.
Those jobs weren't much.
I found your pig, old man. Take it.
Just when I had lost all hope. There is still truth in this world. Creator bless us all. What did I promise you? I can't remember, of course. Like water through a colander, it all leaks away.
You promised me gold.
But where would I get any gold? All right, then. If I come across any gold, it's all yours. An old man like me has no use for it anyway.
Check your pockets, jackanapes.
Man,
What are you staring at? Move along.
I'm tired of standing here in the blazing sun.
Where do we go next?
Damned if I know.
Bludgeon, old boy. I've got that document you wanted.
Impressive. You clearly know your business.
I also found out what sort of a document this is. I know what you're up to.
Figured it out, eh? Well, good for you. If you want gold for your trouble, you'll have it. Bludgeon is a man of his word. Never fear.
What about Goof and the refugees? How are they supposed to eat?
Easy. I'll send my men to the refugee camp to take care of their trifling little troubles. Goof will get everything he needs. Come join me up here. Give me the deed and I'll tell you what I need the land for. I think you'll be interested in the details. Anyway, it's not like you have any other options. This is my lair, and you're not walking out of here without my say-so.
Where is my weapon?
Vincent is late.
You made the right choice. This land should be in the hands of someone who knows its true value.
What value? You didn't go to all that trouble for a few vegetable patches and pine trees.
Long ago, this was the borderland between Marcella and the Southern Jukes. So they built a fortress to defend Marcella from the south. It had an entrance to the catacombs. If worst came to worst, the garrison could make a run straight for Marcella.
So you want something from the catacombs?
Right you are. It holds a cache of weapons and armor and handy magical doodads. It might even contain some of Archmage Nevetus' own creations. Thankfully, everyone forgot about it after the War of Maximus. Centuries have passed, and now these riches have no owner but the man who claims them. With this document, I'm the owner of the land where the entrance to the catacombs can be found. That means everything inside them is now mine by law.
Impressive. Would you mind if I take a quick look inside?
No problem at all. Stop by Goose Place on your way and give him my best regards. He may be a rascal, but I'm glad he sent you to me.
Where is my weapon?
Vincent is late.
I can't wait. Well, you're here, Trace.
On your side.
Are you satisfied now?
Yes, I am. That goof has a brilliant mind. He threw out all the sick and chased away the crying women. Merciful quiet. Then we've got the highway.
Hey, you! Have you eaten?
I believe this is the Book of Miner's Tales you lost. It fell under a wheel on the road.
Eliu's blessings, yes. This is it. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to repay you.
You can thank me later, if the opportunity arises.
I will tell my children of your kindness one day. If I ever have them.
Hey, you! Have you eaten the bread? Turn out your pockets.
But I didn't eat the bread. I ate the cheese.
The only free cheese is in mousetraps. Are you a mouse or what?
Come on, squeak for me.
What?
What are you coughing about, Gramps? Goof has provided for you.
Ingrates!
Come on.
Goof, please talk to him. The people are hungry.
This is my camp, and no one here is hungry. Got it?
My belly's been empty for days.
Bludgeon sends his best.
Thank you. Hey, and thanks for your help. We got enough food to last us a good long while.
Bludgeon's men are still hanging around the camp, I see. I don't think Mercia is going to care for that.
Don't fret your linens about that. Mercia has no say in anything anymore. I'm in charge now. We combed through our belongings and found something valuable. I'm sure it's worth quite a pile. The sick have been thrown out. The women and brats, too. Now we'll live like kings. The fewer to feed, the better the cheer.
Brigands! In our camp! Is this your doing?
Set aside your righteousness for a moment. The food supply problem has been solved.
Do you understand that you've put us in debt to a brigand leader? We, the best craftsmen in Nostria. What next? Will he send these hapless refugees to ambush travelers? Or arm them with axes and force them to attack merchants?
Beat starving to death.
Perhaps. But for now I must leave the camp. These people were relying on my help. What did I get them into? Oh, I should have left earlier. Who knows? Maybe I could have saved her.
Norman? Norman! What happened at the Mage Factory?
What difference does it make now? I should have told you immediately. Then maybe our souls wouldn't be in hock to these brigands. I will warn you first. I haven't a clue what happened there. But I know who you should look for. Listen. The guards often let outsiders in for a fee. There were visitors that night, too. Ulagi knows what they were doing there, but it seems there was some kind of explosion. The way to the main gate was blocked. We were attacked by, I don't know, monsters. I never saw anything like them before. It was a massacre. Fortunately, I knew where to run. I managed to save myself and the others.
Is that all?
Find Titus, a centurion from the Mage Factory. I'm sure that blackguard knows far more than I do. I know not who he answers to, nor who paid him. But when everyone bolted for the gates, neither Titus nor his guards were there. He left everyone behind to be torn apart. He knew what was going to happen, and fled. It's his fault.
Don't you think this Titus fellow was simply afraid? You too ran without looking back.
Yes, I ran. While my wife stayed there in the magic shop. She was on the night shift, you see, while I slept. I left her. Not a day, not an hour has passed that I do not think about her. But while we wandered, all these people needed my help. I couldn't leave them either. But now I'm going back to find her. And no quarantine will keep me away. Mark my words.
You ain't no village simpleton.
At least they won't be hungry.
Check your pockets, Clyde.
That's
Yes, I
what
am.
matters.
That goof has a brilliant mind. He threw out all the sick and chased away the crying women. Merciful quiet. Then we've got the high road right nearby. And the den.
Are you gonna be a highwayman then? Robbing Marcellans?
What of it? Let's treat them just exactly the way they treat us. I'm not gonna sit here and stare as their riches go by. Anyway, someone with so much will surely be willing to share.
And who showed those archaeologists the way?